Hi, this is day 5 of my 30-day challenge. Now, these videos are being watched by my family, and one of my sisters commented, I understand you so well. You have lived 15 years in Australia and your accent has not changed. And I was becoming curious. I was never consciously attempting to change my accent. But there's so many of my clients and my mentees who come to public speaking and they say I'm ashamed of my accent. If I'm Indian, I am ashamed of my Indian accent. I want to speak like an Aussie or want to have a different accent. And it kept me thinking, why do you want to change your accent? And when they come back, they ask questions around accent. I want to change my accent because I want to sound like them. I want to be understood. I want to create connection. And then I ask the question, is your accent matter so much that you change it? And then they respond, no, it doesn't, I think. And let me tell you, accent does not matter in public speaking. We are from different countries, different cultures. Your accent is so precious that it's part of your identity. And if we change accent, then we sound completely different. We sometimes sound fake. True fact, I attempted to change. When I arrived to Australia, I was so nervous and I was doing English language course, English pronunciation course. My goal was to sound more clearer and I thought accent was the route. And then in my coaching college, I met my teacher Joanne and she told, preserve your accent because accent is part of you. That is what makes you different. Don't try to be somebody else. Try to be yourself. In fact, you are multilingual. That means I speak 3 languages fluently, read, write, dream in 3 languages. And Joanne said, but I speak just 1. I should be thankful to you for communicating in the same plane as I am. Why do you want to change your accent? And that kept me thinking. I wasted all these years focusing on changing, attempting to be somebody else. And then my teacher tells me, people accept the way you are. And I am by no means suggesting you mispronounce things. I'm all for increasing vocabulary. I'm all for pronouncing it correctly. But there are certain parts of our identity that needs to be preserved. And that is what the real me is. So what do I do now? I embrace my identity. I embrace where I come from. I embrace my culture. And where I live, I lift my chest up, head high, hold my head high, and speak to people just as the way I would speak with my friends, with my family. I speak the same natural way with my colleagues. And yes, initially there is a gap. That means people need to tune in for the first few sentences. They might ask again, can you repeat? And then people train their ears to understand me. And that's the goal of communication, is it not? Is I connecting to people. If accent was so important, just look across the world. If you are from New Zealand, you'd have a Kiwi accent. If you are in Australia, you'd have a different accent. If you're from India, different accent. If you're from China, we all should embrace all our own cultures and understand that there's no one true accent. We all are uniform. And our accent brings the color. Have you watched the Indian festival of colors, Holi? Where people are smeared with colors, and that looks so pretty in the photos, is it not? Your accent is part of you. And when we embrace ourselves, we embrace who we are, that's when the real power comes. That's when we start fighting the status quo or challenging the status quo. And when we do that, when we connect, we no longer think of ourselves. We no longer think of attempting to be confident. We arrive confident. We become true leaders. So my friend, anytime somebody might tell you that your accent sounds funny, take it along your stride. Accept who you are. Because that lingering accent would just last for a few moments. That lingering, I would say, misunderstanding of accents. But then once people tune in to your stories, your speciality, like you are the subject matter expert, you become a figure of authority rather than following authority. This is day 5 of my 30-day challenge. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.